Hey everybody, happy Easter and happy Bank Holiday Monday, Easter Monday. So I'm here to do my Monday make, and I thought I would keep with the Easter theme for today, for this week. And what we're going to do is recreate my rainbow bunny that I made for the Puzzlewood Easter trail. So this is a trail that's at the Puzzlewood, which is a local site of interest. There's been big films like Star Wars and Harry Potter and Merlin that have all been filmed there. And the idea was that this trail would be for people to go and walk through the woods and spot lots of Easter bunnies. But obviously with the situation that we've got, we can't do that. So it's still happening via a virtual trail. And you can do some colouring in of all the bunnies on the trail. And this is mine. If you've not seen it already, I created this rainbow bunny 6 weeks ago, way before rainbows were such an important symbol for the time that we're living in at the moment. And this is my bunny, and he's put up high in the trees for people to spot on the virtual tour. So there are colouring sheets on the Puzzlewood's website that you can download so that you can get your shape really easily. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to be using one of these shapes to recreate my mosaic bunny, but we're going to do it with paper. So what you need for this Monday make is one of the downloadable colouring sheets. You need a range of coloured paper, so that could be wrapping paper, it could be cereal boxes, things that have got all the colours of the rainbow, so red, orange, yellow, right through to purple. So you need lots of colours. You need some scissors, you need some PVA glue. You'll also need a sheet of A3 paper. You'll need some crayons or oil pastels, and it's important that they're crayons or oil pastels because I'll show you why in a minute, but it's to create a kind of a resist when we're doing our drawing. You'll also need a button, and you'll need a cotton wool pad or cotton wool ball if you've got one. Okay, I think that's it. I might decide that there's other things as I get talking, but let's get started. So first of all, download your bunny shape. If you can't download it, then draw your bunny freehand. That's absolutely no problem. And then what you're going to do is, with all your coloured papers that you've got, you're going to cut them into your little pieces of, like making a mosaic, the tesserae, the tiles that you're going to stick down. Okay, so lots of squares, and you can do rectangles, you can do triangles, whatever you fancy, but you want to cut lots of different colours and prepare those first. Then what you're going to do is you're going to start on your bunny at the bottom, like mine, with red, and we're going to move all the way through the colours of the rainbow. So we're going to start off putting your PVA glue with a spreader down at the bottom of your bunny, and you're going to start off with your reds. So I've managed to find a really dark red to start my bunny off. And then the next row that I'm going to do is going to be more of a brighter red. So I've stuck that down really quickly, just around the tail area. What you'll find with the paper is it will start to curl up with the PVA glue. So what you can do is with your spreader with not too much glue on, you can spread the glue over the top, and it'll kind of help make everything sit down, and it seals it just a little bit, and it'll give it a bit of a shiny look when it's all dry. So I've done that really quickly so that you can see. Okay, now I'm not going to sit here and do the whole bunny because obviously that's going to take a long time. So in true Blue Peter fashion, as you all know, I've always wanted to be a Blue Peter presenter. I've started one already. So we've got reds going through to the oranges and the yellows. So just to show you just what you need to do, I'm going to carry on that next row, which would be green after the yellow. And I'm going to stick my squares down like so, all the way down that next row. What you may find is as you're coming down the shape of the body, it might, the squares that you've cut might not quite fit. So you might need to trim them and make them into triangles and things just so that they fit in. For example, that bit there, the big squares that I've cut aren't going to fit in there, so I need to trim that up just a little bit. And you're going to carry all the way along right up to the tip of his nose. And just like Blue Peter, here's one I made earlier. Now I've completely covered this and I've come all the way up through the blues, the purples and the pinks, and then I've cut it out, which is what you need to do. The other thing that you might want to add in is this word hop. I put hop because bunnies hop, and I used a dinner plate that had words on. I think it had things like dinner, breakfast, tea, supper, and I carefully cut it out. When you look on the website, the Puzzlewood website, you'll be able to see the picture of the hop. I don't know if it's, oh, you can see it on there. You can see that there's hop on that picture. What I've done on mine is I've just looked through a magazine and I've cut out the letters and I've put hop in there. But with how things are going at the moment with the situation we're in, you might want to add an E on the end and make hope. And because, you know, we're all hoping that we are all going to be safe and healthy, and, you know, we're praying for the NHS. And so hope might be more of a suitable word to put on it. So once you've got to this point, mine's nice and dry. You might need to put yours out in the sun so that it dries really quickly. Then what you can do with your cotton wool pad, this has got like a nice fluffy texture. If you've got a cotton wool ball, you could do that. Or if you've seen my other tutorial where I've made bunting, I gave a really quick way of making a pom-pom. So you could always put your make a pom-pom to go on there. But just for quickness today, I'm going to use a bit of Yoo-hoo glue and I'm going to stick this little cotton wool pad on his tail to make him have a fluffy tail. And then the other thing that he needs, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it on the little list of things that you need, is an eye. So I'm going to just put a little black button on there. And then our bunny is finished. But what we're going to do also is make a background, because he is placed in this very sort of rustic woodland. So what I thought would be really good is to recreate that. So this is what you need your A3 piece of paper for. What you're going to do is you're going to draw some leaf shapes. So with your oil pastels or crayons, you are going to draw some leaf shapes in different coloured greens all over your A3 piece of paper. And you can do leaf shapes, you can do spirals like this, you can add in some ferns, lots and lots of marks like that with your crayon and with your oil pastels. And then once you've completely covered your piece of paper like this, you're then going to do a wash in paint. And I think I might not have mentioned that in my little list of things that you need either. So apologies for that, but there is a description of what you need on this post. But what you're going to do is make some really watery paint, because the oil pastels and the crayons will create a bit of a resist. So where they've been drawn on the piece of paper, the watery paint won't touch it. So you can see that as I'm painting this watery paint over the top, it won't go over the crayons and the oil pastels. So you're going to paint the whole of that sheet of paper green. You'll need to get that dry, so for quickness you could use a hairdryer, and once you've got it dry, you can then, once it's dry, you can then stick your bunny right in the centre. So with a little bit of, I'm using Yoo-hoo glue. I use this a lot because it's nice and quick when it dries. So we're going to just pop a bit of that glue on the back of our bunny, and we're going to stick it down right in the middle of our green forest that we've created. So there we are. You might need a bit more glue, and you might need a little bit more, you might need to put like a large book on the top just to make sure that it all pushes down. But there we go. That is our rainbow rabbit mosaic Easter bunny, and you can put that up on your wall, or even better, maybe put it up in a window for others to see for the Chase the Rainbow campaign if you want to. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And I hope you've had a really lovely Easter weekend. It's been so sunny. We've had a lovely, lovely couple of days. I hope you're all safe and healthy. And I hope that these tutorials and these little freebie ideas are helping you keep inspired and occupied. So let me know how you get on. Tag me in your photographs because I'd really love to see. And I'll be here again next Monday with another make especially for you. So that's it from me today, and see you soon. Bye bye.